All right, guys, today we're going to actually be breaking down something every man needs to understand. Not just the number on your testosterone test, but the loop that controls your hormones, your energy, your strength, and honestly, the trajectory as a man. And once you actually see this loop broken down or drawn out, the light bulb is going to go off. So let's map it out. So let's start at the top. Stress raises cortisol. When cortisol goes up, cortisol is actually your survival hormone. Your body doesn't care about muscle, drive, or libido when your cortisol is high. It cares about surviving whatever threat it thinks happening in your system. And here's where everything begins to fall apart. When cortisol rises, testosterone starts to go down. They kind of work like a seesaw. When one goes up, the other one goes down. Most men today live in a permanent cortisol state, and that drop in testosterone triggers the next part of the loop. So lower testosterone means less muscle. It's not about vanity. Muscle is your metabolic organ. It dictates strength, insulin sensitivity, and long-term health. When your muscle goes down, your metabolism actually slows. Your metabolism gets slower, you get fatter. You burn fewer calories just existing. That's why men hit 35 and suddenly gain fat doing the same things. And that slower metabolism leads straight into the next issue. Slowed metabolism equals increased fat storage, especially around the midsection. And belly fat is not passive, it's active. It changes your chemistry. And this is where the loop starts to get dangerous. Belly fat increases aromatase, the enzyme that converts actually testosterone into estrogen. So now you're not just producing less testosterone, you're converting whatever you have into estrogen. That's where most men get stuck. The loop feeds on itself. So aromatase goes up, guess what? Your testosterone goes down. And we're not done. There's one more piece that almost every man misses. Stress, poor sleep, and inflammation raise SHBG, or sex hormone binding globulin. SHBG is a protein that grabs your testosterone and locks it up. Your total levels might look normal on paper, but your free testosterone, the usable amount, the amount that's unbound, actually plummets. So once again, SHBG goes up, binds to the testosterone, leaving your free testosterone low. So now you have an okay level on paper, but you feel like complete crap. And then the loop just circles back around and creates more of the same. When testosterone rises, drive goes up, and you feel like doing things again. So as you have higher T, your drive goes up, you train better, you feel better, you build muscle, your muscle improves insulin sensitivity, meaning that you store less fat. So these kind of all start increasing everything down the cascade. And then by having more muscle, metabolically, you're a lot better. Your insulin levels go down, your insulin sensitivity goes up. From better insulin sensitivity, your body fat starts to go down. Your body composition is much better. In turn, from having less body fat, you get less aromatase, which we talked about on the negative loop. Basically, getting leaner, aromatase goes down. And guess what? Now this free testosterone gets higher because it's unbound, it's available for your body to use. And then now the loop continues back into a positive loop that's going to make you feel better, function better, and ultimately fix most of your problems. This loop builds momentum. And when men enter this loop, their entire life changes. First and most important, you want to shoot for anywhere between 7 and 9 hours of sleep per night. Unbroken, turn the temperature down, try to not take caffeine late, cut back on fluids, whatever you can do to make your sleep environment perfect. Physical activity, some movement. Try to lift 3 to 4 times per week, which will help you build muscle, put you in a better spot metabolically, and keep the testosterone level higher. Try to prioritize protein at every single meal, minimum breakfast, lunch, and dinner, anywhere from 30 to 50 grams. It'll support lean muscle tissue, which will support testosterone. Stress and caffeine control. Try to manage stress as much as you can. Make sure you're cutting back on stimulants so you're not making cortisol levels go high from the stress and from the caffeine. We already spoke about how cortisol can wreck your testosterone, so we need to try to manage the stress and caffeine that can cause that. Last but not least, hormone optimization or hormone labs, getting your routine labs done, making sure not only your testosterone levels are good, but your free testosterone levels are good, where your SHBG is low, your estrogen is managed, and you just have an overall good hormone profile. And if you don't have a good hormone profile, get with someone who understands it, that can either one, try to boost it with certain medications or replace it if it's necessary. By fixing your testosterone, you will fix your life. So guys, you don't fix your testosterone by guessing. You fix the system. When the system improves, the loop shifts. And biology works with you instead of against you. If this sounds confusing to you or you don't understand this, feel free to reach out to T Clinics USA and we'll be able to explain it and put you back to where you're in a positive loop versus a negative loop.